I like this beat. Very like, oh, that was nice. Greek goddess with like the gold rings at the bottom. Oh, that high note. But definitely, wow. Are they kissing? Are they kissing? Ah, okay. This black outfit vibe, I feel it. All right. What's that? Okay. Okay. Sexy and fierce. We're burning the tree. Oh, whose high note is that? Whose high note is that? Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel. Oh, what, Maleficent? Okay. I don't know how I feel about the ending, but clearly that means that there's gonna be another comeback because Jonachim 여러분, Tony입니다. Good morning, everyone. It's Tony. So the girls of GFRIEND are back with a new album titled Songs of the Siren. Now, this one is a follow-up to their previous album titled Labyrinth, and also their time series. So there's like the logo that you'll see in front of the two albums. It has like this little, I think it's Japanese or maybe Chinese writing, and that represents time. This is kind of like following the story of a girl who has her resolves weakening due to temptation. And now if a Labyrinth is a look at how a girl is kind of like caught in between the hard spot in between making a decision. Now this album, Songs of the Siren, looks at what happens when you have felt like you've made the right decision, but throughout thinking about it, throughout thinking about what type of path you could have had, your decision becomes to waver, your feelings become to waver. And that's kind of like what the girls of GFRIEND have actually released on a statement in a recent interview talking about that. This is also looking at a change in image for them. They've decided to go with a bit more of a different image apparently, and I think even from this teaser picture that you can see up here, it does definitely look a lot more brighter, a lot more like vibrant than it was previously with Labyrinth. Labyrinth was a bit darker, a bit more orangey gray or browner tones, and now in this sense they've gone with kind of like the, I think they wanted to say happy witches. This song, their title track titled Apple, has a bit more of like retro sounding vibes, but trendy also, and then also has these voice portions that they say that have like a reminiscence of kind of like almost just like calls of a siren. And now this song in particular, I know that Yuju and then Unha also contributed a lot in its creation, so that's really cool that they're having a lot of the members kind of like contributing to the songs. And I know that from a good portion of the album, a lot of other of the members contributed, so really cool to see that artists are getting their chance to like produce and help create their own songs, and so that's pretty cool. And again, if you have not already checked out, we have reacted to Crossroads. It's one of my earlier videos. I will link everything in the description down below, so it's one of my earlier videos. Then we have also reacted to Yuju's Speechless cover, as well as her collab with Attention Sunyul, and then also another one for her Mermaid, Let It Go. All that type of good stuff will be in the description, as well as finally we did a GFRIEND special clip, I believe for Labyrinth, if I'm pretty sure about that. And then we also did do one for Shinbi's Psycho dance. So I did a lot of GFRIEND in the past. It'll be cool for you guys if you want to go check them all out to see like the evolution of my video like styling and production, because at the beginning I will admit it wasn't wow, and now it's kind of getting it better. This is gonna be Apple. This is their new comeback title track, and let's, without further ado guys, just get into it. Junbi, ready? She check. Okay. It's kind of like opening the same way with Crossroads. It's kind of like just setting up a story. Okay, so this is really the metaphor for like temptation here. Just the apple in the middle of the garden, kind of like Garden of Eden. Oh wow, she has really pretty eyes. So they're doing the falling again. In the Crossroads they were falling. I like this beat. Very like, oh, that was nice. Okay, I can see what they mean by like sirens calls, because there's like in the background there's a voice like, ooh. It's definitely different from Crossroads. A lot more vibrant. yeah, I can definitely see that they're trying to change their vibe. It's like much more angelic and like innocent looking. Oh, I can definitely see like the retro vibes in this too, because like even the outfits, they're kind of like a little bit like goddessy, like Greek goddess with like the gold rings at the bottom. Oh, that high note! I'm really enjoying this like brighter view for them. Oh, there's that butterfly again. This butterfly was in Crossroads too. Okay, so here you can hear in this portion, it's pretty cool effect too, by the way. So in this portion you can hear a guitar come back. So I'm noticing that there's a lot of kind of like just differences in sound, but it's always the same instrument. So they're having the same instruments change up their sound so that it sounds different, but then still has the same vibrant tone to it. And from time to time they'll add maybe the guitar or like these like what they call like siren sounds, like the melodic chants of somebody in the background. So I like how they're really emphasizing this like new, more vibrant self of them, and then also reinforcing this idea, songs of the siren from the album, showing like this idea, reinforcing this idea of the background of like temptation, and just like how everything is like, even though it's so perfect seeming, there's like, it's kind of like a spell in the background on you. But definitely, wow. Are they kissing? Are they kissing? Ah, okay. Oh, this black outfit vibe, I feel it. All right. What's that? Okay. Okay. Sexy and fierce. We're burning the tree. Okay, so definitely that orb turning black shows like evil or something, I'm assuming. Or like malice is, maybe doubt. Maybe doubt is going into the mind. Whose high note is that? Whose high note is that? I would assume it's Yuju, but you know, maybe it's somebody else. Yeah, you don't hear it, but like leading into the chorus, in portions of the chorus, you can hear a high note. Somebody is continuously hitting a high note and then just kind of like chanting in the background, but not kind of like the songs of the siren chant, but like just really hitting high notes. And I didn't notice that until now, but this is actually prevalent through the other choruses. So that's really cool. Like you kind of hear them building on different sounds and having each other's voices in the background, like building off one another. So it's not just like one person, it's always a group effort. And I think in the previous other videos that you guys mentioned to me, it's like Yuju and some of the other vocalists are really trying to like have it so that everybody is basically a main vocalist and that can sing those high notes and then kind of have the better line distribution. So you can really see that on display here, at least hear it. It's not just one particular person hitting these like more vocally intensive notes, but also everybody else kind of getting like a little hand in everything. I don't know how to explain it, but it so makes sense that they say trendy retro vibes, but it's still very, oh, okay, I don't know how I feel. Oh, what, Maleficent? Okay. I don't know how I feel about the ending, but clearly that means that there's going to be another comeback, because there's obviously some malice that kind of like just disrupted them, like corrupted them is probably the best word to think about it. And definitely the tree is burning, so you see like kind of like the garden, the paradise is over. And I guess that when you kind of think about it, I guess this is kind of showing the steps as the girl has the resolve and she thinks that she made the right decision at the end of the video. It's like, oh, I didn't make the right decision, and you fall into like sadness, and you just like go into like maybe like evil or something, or like just bad intentions. Maybe that's what it's referring to. I can really appreciate all these like just how it like shows these steps. And again, this song is very still similar to me in terms of like musicality, almost a Crossroads. It has that kind of like GFRIEND DNA as a main title track. It's different from Labyrinth, obviously, Labyrinth being a B-side track, but definitely in terms of main title tracks, from what I heard from Crossroads, it does kind of still sound a bit similar, but it is much more vibrant, much more lively. It has more instruments than I remember from Crossroads. Crossroads was very simple, it was a bit more moody in tone, but then this song was much brighter. It was a much more like vibrant song and much happier song in my personal opinion. Even when you go into the darker portions of the music video near the end, it remains to be something very vibrant, very happy, and then still very always, as always, very vocally impressive to hear, because there were certain high notes in this song that were just impeccable, and I absolutely love that they always try to like show off these vocals abilities of the girls throughout the song, and it's not just like, you know, held back, kept as a secret. It's really there to be put onto full display and really to be appreciated, because I really enjoyed these vocals and they were really amazing. The song is very trendy, kind of like very hip-hoppy, well, not maybe not hip-hoppy, but very like retro-esque, and I can definitely understand why. It's just that there's this certain beat to it that makes it sound kind of like old school, and even the visual is kind of like, there's maybe like a little bit of like a visual filter on it, like a bit of more of like a glowy filter, and then at the same time their outfits kind of remind you of like the Greek gods or something, and when they're in the garden. So all of this kind of just leads into like this idea that they are changing up their visuals and their just overall concept and transforming their image a bit. Again, it's still very GFRIEND-esque, the song, so I really enjoyed it, and definitely I actually probably prefer it over Crossroads. I wasn't too big of a fan. If you do check out my the video for that, which is linked in the description, you'll probably realize that. But this song, quite enjoyed it, and again, this is going to be definitely leading into something, because that ending is not a full off ending, so I can definitely assume that they're going to make a comeback. And definitely stay tuned for more GFRIEND content, because I think I do have some more GFRIEND content to be reacting to. But with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Kamsahamnida. And as always, if you have any comments, requests, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye.